Hello everyone, this is Direwolf20 and welcome to episode 4 of Direwolf20's server play series on Forgecraft2 season 4. We are hanging out with Quetzi. Are you still here, Quetzi?
Yes, I'm still here.
Cool. And our buddy Sarge. What's up?
Hi.
And I know Cloud Hunter's online, but he's not actually on TeamSpeak. So I think it's time to get started with some Ars Magica. What do you guys think? Have you played with it much yet, Sarge?
No, but everybody is telling me I need to take a look at it as soon as possible because it's awesome.
It is definitely very cool. Now, where'd that book go? There it went. I've unlocked the secrets of the arcane. Hooray!
Well, I made a book so
Did you?
far I got, but that's probably all I did so far.
Alright, well, if you come to the Digger Age, I can help you out.
I will be there in a minute.
Cool. I can definitely show you how this works. Cool.
It's cool.
Yeah. Alright, so I've got the foreword here, which is all about this stuff. I've got using the compendium and how that works. Cool. And the Ars Magica UI, which we can change. I'm not too worried about. How to make your first spell. We're probably going to want to go through this. So we're going to need an oculus, an inscription table, and a crafting altar. I know we're going to need all that stuff. We're going to need to know about how to obtain skill points, which is pretty straightforward. And then what else do we have here? Oh boy, we have all kinds of stuff to go through. This is the first time I'm actually playing with the new style of compendium that doesn't have everything unlocked right away. So I'm kind of interested to see how it all kind of works out with itself. So I think I might dedicate like this corner of the workshop over here to being an Ars Magica area. So we could have for people to use like maybe an Oculus, inscription table, room for like 2 or 3 more blocks, right? And then we'll probably want to have stuck into the floor here. Pretty sure it's a 5x5 that the structure is for making spells. Isn't it 5x5? I can definitely double check that. It should be in... Oh, you know what? I might not have the opportunity crafting altar. I can't do a crafting altar, I think, until I build an Oculus. So let's build one of those. I see, Sarge. How's it going, buddy?
It's fun. I brought my companion because I think I need to read how all this stuff works from in this book.
Oh, did you get an arcane compendium already? Oh, good.
That's about all I did so far.
Nice. Okay. So I'll get us an Oculus. We'll want one of those to get started. So I'm going to need a couple pieces of coal and a blue topaz. Looks to be about all I'll need. Oh, and some glass. There we go. Here's our Oculus. This is step 1 in spell creation. Debating where exactly I want to put this thing. I guess we could put it... I kind of want to have it like prominently available for people because they're going to be wanting to use it often, I presume. I mean, I could always move it, so I'm not going to worry too much about it right now. There we go. Oculus. Alright, so I'm probably going to want to start on... I might want to start down a bit of a healing path. Self... This looks like healing down here, or some form of healing at least. Yeah, regeneration, heal. That's what I'm going to want to do. So that's the Oculus, Sarge.
There's a nice looking UI.
It is. It really is. Alright, so that didn't get me what I need. So let's get an inscription table then. It might be the inscription table that will unlock the crafting altar thing inside the arcane compendium. So, inscription table needs a feather, a torch, and spell parchment. and some slabs. Alright, so I should have in here... Thought I had some... Oh good, I have slabs, I have wood. Feather would probably be in here. Yes. And some spell parchment. I'll get a few of these. That'll do.
So what I heard so far is that it's much more like Thaumcraft now, so you can learn everything you need to know about this mod from the book.
Yeah, the book definitely is. Yep. I didn't really
Although I
want
haven't
that
seen
there.
anything in the book about the sigils.
No? He might not have sigils in the book yet. Or maybe they just haven't unlocked properly. Oh, there we go. Placing that down definitely got us some stuff. Alright, I'm looking for... self shapes. It's either crafting or placing the item that unlocks stuff in the book. You know what? Maybe I should talk to him about having it be like opening up the UI for the first time instead of crafting the item that unlocks stuff in the book. There we go, crafting altar. Alright, so it is a 5x5. I was correct about that. So if I put the 5x5 here... Yeah... I don't know how I feel about that. Kind of want it to be like well designed-ish. Because we're also going to have a 5x5 power generation thingy in here. Good question. If I set this up like this, and then the altar here, maybe I should just move the altar back one. In fact, I can move it back all the way up against the wall here. That would probably look pretty good. Yeah, that might not look bad at all if I had the altar like that. Alright, that looks like a good plan. So now the different ways we can do this. The altar determines how powerful of a spell you can make. So I think if we use nether bricks, that's pretty much the best type of these things that we can go with. So I do know where there's a place to get some nether brick. So we shouldn't have a problem with that. And then for the caps, what should we go with for the caps? I could do redstone. That would give us 6 total effects. I don't think I really have the materials to make anything else, like moonstone or sunstone yet. So maybe I'll start off with a nether brick and redstone altar. That sounds like a good start. Okay.
I went with witchwood.
What's that?
Quite good.
According to the book, witchwood has 3 effects, but so does nether brick. So it should be the same.
Oh.
That's what it says. And I think I even have like a decent amount of redstone blocks laying around somewhere. Yeah, so I have enough blocks of redstone. I'm going to hop into the nether and take a ride over to where my nether fortress is. I think it's off in this direction. It's basically south of our spawn, and it's not too far either. Yep, there it is.
So it's still using a lot of multi-block contraptions for the different machines for this mod.
Oh yeah, you'll definitely still be using a lot of multi-blocks.
Okay, so I need to find a better place than my mountain to put it when I want to start with this.
Yeah, you're definitely going to want to have a decent amount of space kind of ready to go. Alright, YouTube, so what I'll do is I'm going to start, hello there, collecting the items I need, and then I'll be right back. Alright guys, so I've started building the basics for this layout. Let's see how we like it. So right here, we'll go a redstone block, as well as, let me shift into bat form, make it easier on myself, because I'm terrible at placing stairs, Sarge. You have no idea. For some reason, I can never do it right. Okay, and then from there, we're going to want stairs that are like this, and another set of stairs like that. And then in between those stairs, we're going to want more nether brick. And then we want our crafting altar, which is this guy, goes right here. And he's invisible for some reason. Does he have a texture on your screen?
No, I don't see anything here.
That's weird. Okay, well maybe once we have everything else set up correctly, you'll have a texture. We'll see. And then upside down stairs here, 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 and here. Then we need our magic walls, which will go here. And here. Is that everything now? Maybe? Looks pretty good.
Looks
Hey.
nice.
Oh, I see. It takes on the texture effect of whatever. Okay, cool. Check that out.
Oh,
That's
that
cool.
looks awesome.
If I break this... Alright, no, it doesn't. Okay, I was curious if it would lose its texture when I broke one of the blocks. That is neat, though, right? It takes on whatever texture the thing is made out of. That's why it didn't have a texture, because it wasn't made out of anything yet. Aha! Alright, then we need a lectern and a lever. Lectern can go here, lever can go here, and that, my good sir, is a crafting altar.
Wow.
Looks good, right?
So this mod was probably made to teach you nice buildings.
Maybe. It's not helped for me, obviously, but... Okay, so the next thing we need to do is make a spell book for learning and making spells. And what's cool about this, Sarge, is like, see how there's different trees you can go down? There's like the offensive and defensive ones and stuff.
Yes, I've selected some of the utility spells there.
Oh, nice. So you've got like touch and dig and stuff?
Yeah, I selected dig and light because I think that will help me most at the beginning to get some mining going.
Definitely. I'm going to head back to the overworld because I've got a bit of a reed farm set up out here. I should relocate my farms, I just haven't yet. Might not be a bad idea to do so soon. You know what? I'm going to leave them here for now. And then relocate them shortly. Yeah, but at least now I have more reeds. And I want to check on my animal farm up here. Things are going well. I'll relocate this to the new age as well. Just because typically we're going to want this stuff to be chunk loaded, right? So in order for this to work, people need to be nearby. I'm going to chunk load the digger age anyway. Oh, I also have to relocate. Speaking of the long list of things I need to relocate, this thing. I want to move the smeltery there so people can come and just use the smeltery as needed. But otherwise, most of my house has been moved. I at least moved all my items around. So that's good. That'll be good for now. We'll put you guys in here. And I'm going to need a couple pieces of leather. Let's make some books. So I need a book and quill. So first off, we're going to need books. And we're going to need ink sacks, which I think I've got at least 4 of. Apparently black stained saplings can be used to make... can be used as dye. Can the saplings just be used as dye? Yeah, it looks like it.
You use them directly.
That's cool. I should grow a couple of these trees so that I don't have to worry. Yeah, I'm going to go do that now. How cool would that be? I want to check these out. These are from Red Power, or the Red Power replacement, that is, Project Red. So, let's put these guys away. I don't need you guys anymore. Feathers I'm definitely going to need a handful of. We'll get 6 of them in preparation. Okay. Don't mind me while I just organize my inventory a little bit. Alright, I've got my dire axe, and then the last thing I'm going to want is some bone meal. Do I have some of that laying around? Got bones, maybe not bone meal. That's right, I can get some easy. pulverizing bones. I want to try out these saplings.
I just started growing some of the trees on my current house.
I think it's a bit hit and miss how many saplings you get off them.
Yeah.
Sometimes you can end up losing your sapling, your starting sapling, and sometimes you can end up with 5 or 6.
Really? It's not as bad as Thaumcraft trees, though, at least, right?
No, I guess Thaumcraft is really hard to get saplings.
Yeah. Really hard. Silverwood trees are insane. Alright, well that's one tree. Hopefully we get at least one sapling out of it. I want to get my sickle, which I should have around here somewhere.
I've got one with me.
Do you? Okay, cool. Oh, good. There's a tree. Nice. Just one I got.
No, there are two.
Nice. I want to make sure they're like nice and far apart from each other. Why aren't you growing? Just afraid of air blocks. What? Okay, that was weird. Am I lagging, or is there something very strange going on here?
It's just not growing.
It grew on my screen. Let me relog and see if I'm desynced or something. Alright, so next up I've got a filing cabinet. Have you checked these out, Sarge?
No, not yet.
They're from Extra Utilities, and what they allow you to do is put as many items in there as you want, as long as they share an item ID. So if they have different metadata, or if they have different NBT data, you know, like if you had like all the different items that, like all the different Thaumcraft things or whatever.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's really useful. All the different Mistcraft pages, for example, right? They all share the same item ID, but they're all different. And for this one, I'm going to use for storing book and quill, because book and quill don't stack. So that's a pretty neat way of storing them. So what you do, you can snag one of these books and quills if you want. You basically can create your spell. So if you right-click on the left side of this table, I'm not sure if you ever fixed it so that it shows... Yeah, they're actually two different blocks. I have to remind him to fix that. Can you see what I'm doing?
Yes, I can see it.
Cool. So basically, I can create a spell, and I created one that is a self spell. So when I cast it, it'll cast whatever it is on myself. And it's going to give me healing, which will instantly heal me for some health, and regeneration, which will regenerate me a little bit.
That sounds really useful.
Yeah. And then I take the book out, and I have basic heal. And I'm going to place it on the... I'm going to right-click it on this altar here, and you'll be able to see what it does if you right-click it.
Okay, I can see it now.
Yep. And if you hit the next page, you'll see all the different materials you're going to need in order to cast or create this spell.
That looks really expensive.
Yeah, each component has its own material costs. So it's not that bad usually, but there's usually like one or two items that are just a little tricky to get. So actually, because I need essence for this, I need 500 neutral essence, I'm going to need to make a mana battery, and I'm going to need to make a light nexus. So why don't I get ready to get the materials for that, and then we'll be back. Alright guys, we're back. So what I'm going to do is, I gathered, I think, all the components I need. Ooh, I need to repair my pick. Wow, that thing's getting really low. Maybe I need to upgrade it. We'll see. Yeah, what am I doing? Mana battery. Mana battery. One of these. I need you. Alright, now I have all the components I need for a mana battery. Cool. That's stage 1. And then I also needed some white chalk. And I'm going to kind of wait for Sarge to come back so I can show him how this works too. So I need some arcane ash, some clay, flint, and bone meal. Clay, flint, bone meal, and paper. Cool. Alright, you want to see the nexus thing, Sarge?
Yes.
Okay. So let me craft all the components I need.
I will just go to the nether once this is finished.
Cool. Alright, that should be it. So there's 3 different types of nexus you can make. Light, neutral, and dark. And basically, I'm going to make the light nexus. The light nexus runs off of light energy, so it's going to constantly run when the sun's out. The neutral nexus runs off those pools of liquid essence that you might have seen laying around.
Yes.
1, 2, 3. And then dark energy runs off the souls of monsters and animals. So you actually like drag them nearby, and it'll kill them, and harness their souls and basically create energy that way. So the light nexus has like 3 or 4 different types of tops. The gold is kind of like the middle tier. You could also use diamond blocks, but I have nowhere near enough diamonds to make 4 diamond blocks. And then quartz, as you can see here. And then in the very center of the 5x5 structure, you use your white chalk. And there you go.
That was easy enough.
Yeah, it's not hard. That's the light nexus. You can also use glass, which is the lower tier, but I wanted to have something at least somewhat decent. You can use a Magitech staff, which is this thing, to see how much energy is stored in it. If you right-click on it, you can check that out if you want.
Cool.
So you can see it slowly building up.
Yeah, that's cool. And I assume the mining edge is permanent sun?
Correct. And then you can store this essence in a mana battery. Well, it is permanent sun, but it's not running anymore. So I'm wondering if this thing is somehow tricked into thinking it's nighttime right now.
Or maybe it has problem with the glass.
It shouldn't. I mean, it's getting light. I've used it under glass before, and it started to get some essence. I'm wondering if it's just because it thinks it's nighttime, because I'm sure Mistcraft does some trickery to make it eternal day like this. So maybe it thinks it's nighttime. I don't know. We're going to have to wait a little bit and see after time passes what happens. So we'll be back in a few minutes, guys, once we're ready to craft our first spells. Alright, we're ready to make our first spell, Sarge. So the first thing you gotta do is put your spell book on the lectern like I have here. Okay. Now I happen to know that according to the lectern we need 500 essence. If you see on page 2 of the book there, that's what it's telling you. And it needs 500 neutral essence. However, the light nexus is creating light essence, so we need neutral essence. In order to do that, we can store it in a mana battery, and mana batteries always store as neutral. Or we could build a neutral nexus, but that's a hassle, and I don't want to do that. So
Cool.
to link these guys, we need this crystal wrench that I got here. You right-click on the center of the nexus, and I don't know if you see it. Is there a white beam coming out of the middle?
Yeah, I can see it.
Okay, cool. And then you right-click on the destination block, and it should have a little bit of lightning there to indicate that they're linked. And then to draw energy into the mana battery, it just needs a redstone signal. So I'll just put a lever. I used to be able to put a lever on this thing. He must have changed it. I can't put a lever on it anymore. Okay, well, that's okay. Boom. There we go. That should apply a redstone signal. See the energy beams going into the mana battery?
Yeah, nice effect.
Yeah, right? So now that energy is getting stored in there, the mana battery's got a good amount of neutral essence. And because I know I'm going to need it, I'm going to link the mana battery to the crafting altar. To the crafting altar. Alright, maybe I lied. I don't know, we'll figure it out in a minute. So, I think we're ready to make this run. So, to get started, I need a blank rune. And I drop the blank rune which is just cobblestone and a crafting table, into the center here. And then we should start seeing a bunch of cool particle effects, indicating the spell creation process has begun. And you can see here it's telling me which item needs to be dropped into the crafting altar next. So that's an one of the world gen items. So I drop that in, and it gets destroyed. And then I need some Ventium dust. That lesser focus. Now it needs the energy. So I think I just flip this lever. No, it needs to be linked. Link you to you. Alright, why aren't you working? Maybe it has to be linked at the top. This thing refuses to link to the thingy. That's not good because we need it to. Alright, let me see if I can't figure out why this might be happening.
Okay.
Alright guys, we're back. What I discovered is that I was able to link the light nexus to this thing. So maybe for some reason mana batteries aren't linking to crafting altars correctly, so we had to build a neutral nexus. So I'm about to use my blue chalk here in the center to make a neutral nexus. There it goes, it's working. And the way a neutral nexus draws its energy is you have to have some liquid essence that you find in World Gen. So Sarge went and picked some up for me. What it'll do is if it detects a flowing block underneath it, it'll pathfind that flowing block to the source and drain from the source. So basically if I put that there, it should flow to underneath the nexus, and then you can see it there filling up. So that should work pretty well. Cool. And then it'll completely drain that, and we got 860. Nice. That's more than we needed. I'm going to go ahead and put this other neutral essence nexus in here and get that ready to go. And let's see if we can link this guy to this guy. Yes, that appears to have linked. Yeah. So then now to make it drain the energy, you just flip the lever that's on the thing, and it should send the energy in. See it beaming into it? And then the lever flips itself off automatically when it gets enough energy.
Oh, cool.
And then I need the green rune, the the blue rune, and the golden apple. And then the last thing that's always required is a spell parchment. Ta-da! And I've got a magic spell ready to go.
That was easy enough.
Yeah. I'm going to make it look like a basic healing spell.
So all I need for my spell is I need to go fishing now.
Cool.
See you in some minutes.
Check this out. You ready?
Wow.
Nice, right?
So I wonder if you combine it with the touch, you can heal other people probably.
Probably. Or projectile. You could heal other people too. You could shoot them with a heal.
Oh, that sounds like fun.
Definitely. Alright, bud. You go do some fishing, and I'll see you in a bit.
And then I will make my first spell.
Awesome. Alright, guys, we're back, and Sarge is going to make his first spell. All yours, buddy.
So let's see how this works.
Yep.
You can see I have a simple spell, touch, light,
Okay.
and it doesn't need energy, so this should be easier to make.
Cool. Alright, every spell starts out with a blank rune and finishes with a spell scroll. And I've got some spell parchment if you need it, but if you already made it all, you're good.
I've got everything I need, so I just throw the stuff in here.
Yep, so drop the rune first, the blank rune. And you'll see over here it tells you which item you need to drop next. If you want, you can just drop everything at once, but this is the order that it can go in.
Okay, let's see.
Yep. It's not too bad.
No, it's okay. I just had to go fishing. I don't really like fishing in this.
Yeah, you and me both. Sunstone's tricky. The fact that you had to get one of them. They're a nuisance
Yeah, I
to
was
find.
lucky.
Ta-da!
Hey, my first spare.
Nice. So the first time you right-click it, you can name the spell, and you can also give it an icon. I don't think you can change it after you choose it, though, so make sure you choose something you like.
Okay, let's see. I've already named it when I made it, but I want to see which icon. So that should be okay.
Cool.
Oh, let's see what I can do.
So that's a touch spell, so you have to right-click on something like you're replacing a block.
Yes, but it's not doing much.
It should place down like a little particle thing. Is it actually casting? Are you losing mana?
Something happened.
Oh yeah? What'd you get?
Do I need more mana?
Come down to the basement where it's darker, and we'll be able to see if it works.
Good idea.
Do you see a moon down on the bottom area?
Yes.
Is it a crescent moon or is it a, like, half moon?
Looks like half.
Alright, hit the C key to change it to crescent.
Okay.
That's your casting level. So basically, crescent moon is lower casting. It'll be a weaker effect. The half moon is like normal casting. It'll be a little bit stronger effect. So you can't, like, click on the block, maybe? There you go.
Ah, okay. I have
Yeah.
to be very close.
Yeah, it's a touch, so I guess you have to be pretty close to it. Pretty cool.
That's cool.
Yeah. There's also a color modifier, so I think if you applied color to it, you could change what the particle effects look like when you place it. But you won't. You'd have to recreate the spell to do that, and you also have to unlock the color upgrade.
That's okay.
It's pretty neat, right?
It will hopefully save on some torches.
Yeah. Try casting it in half mode. I'm wondering if you can do the half moon thing and if it would be brighter. Oh yeah, see how much brighter it is?
It's much better.
Yeah. But it costs more mana to cast like that.
That's okay.
Yeah, not bad.
I mean, could easily replace all the torches. Because I know you like torches on the ground very much.
Oh, I love it. What's funny is F7 is showing that it's still going to spawn enemies. So I don't know why that would be. Even
I
with that
will
light
try
there.
it.
Yeah. I mean, this is obviously light enough right here, but F7 tells me no. Well, you know what? Right where the right here is okay, but these areas aren't. So it's
Okay,
still not that
maybe-
bright.
Maybe the light level is maybe not directly linked to the spawn probability.
Yeah. And you know what else I bet too is if we had a torch like on the wall right here, it would have a similar effect.
Let me try to cast it on the floor.
Okay. Yeah, that's pretty good.
That works.
Yeah. And I think it does place a block there, so you won't be able to put something else there. And you can break it too if you want. Haha. And you should be gaining experience every time you cast a spell.
That's cool.
Yeah. So as you gain experience, you'll have more mana and you'll have more other cool stuff, and yeah, it'll be neat. All right, guys, with that, though, I think it's wrapping up time for the episode. So we've gotten started on Ars Magica. I definitely want to proceed down the Ars Magica path, more and more as we mess around with this. Cool, I just got level 8. Nice. I like that. I like that a lot, actually. All right, so I'll continue kind of using up my mana as much as I can, continuing to gain experience and levels. Every time, I think every other level, you gain the ability to unlock another item in the Oculus, too. So you should have a few more skill points. Yeah, you should have like a couple at least, depending on what level you are. I've got 4.
I've got 2 so far,
Right.
but new spell lines opened.
I don't always get
no.
my experience bar showing up for me. I don't know why that is. Sometimes it does, not all the time. Oh, out of mana.
That was quick.
Yeah, I run out quick. Cool. So there's a lot of in-depth stuff with this mod. Maybe I'll give myself mana regen 1. That might not be a bad idea. Cool.
That sounds like a pretty good idea.
Yeah, it's on that Talents tab. It'll basically help you regen mana a little bit quicker. Also, if... is this thing still linked? Or did I turn you off? If I let this thing here charge up to 10%, when you stand in it, you'll get a mana regen boost. This thing over here, too, as a matter of fact. I doubt you're at 10%, though. Now, we need a lot of essence stuff to get that to 10%. But if you stood in the center of it, you'd get a mana regen boost. If it's at 10%. This one's at 2. Alright guys, we got to wrap up the episode. So for now, Direwolf20 signing off. Hope you enjoyed the video here, and we'll catch you next time. I will focus a little bit on some magic, but also building up the workshop. We've already got a basic setup here. I might need to relocate this stuff, because as you can see, I decided to build the neutral nexus behind it. So if I was doing this right, I would probably build the dark nexus to the right of this altar. And in that case, I'd have to move this stuff, but that's not a big deal. That would take all of about a minute. Alright guys, Direwolf20 signing off. Take it easy.